tarot card of the day. The tarot card of the day is already posted. Yep. So let's jump right in. I'm going to start with the 23rd Psalm. The tarot. Okay, so just not to get this confused with the tarot card of the day. The tarot cards of the day are already posted on this channel, Jamie Zebra 23, and on my second channel, Jamie Zebra 23 Tarot. I also have a third channel, Missing in Action Tarot. If you guys want to go over there, like, share, subscribe, and comment. Okay, so I'm feeling a little bit better today. That's why I'm going to hurry up and do the Sunday messages because I don't know how I'm going to be feeling tomorrow. I have strep throat. I kind of think it's the C19, but I didn't have that thing poked up my nose, so don't know for sure. But I think it's that 19. Okay. So I do recite this 3 times, so if I sound like a broken record, that is why. Yes, I'm Jamie Zebra 23, by the way. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside the still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my forehead with oil. My cup overflows. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Through Jesus' name, amen. It's the writing on this card is like that. It's not cursive, but it's very small print, so I can barely see it. Okay. Oh, no, it went off. I want to click on it, but I'm scared if I click on it, it'll go. Okay. Oh, it made it bigger. Okay, good. Usually it redirects me to another thing. Okay, it didn't. Okay, it's big print now. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside the still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my forehead with oil. My cup overflows. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Through Jesus' name, amen. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside the still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my forehead with oil. My cup overflows. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Through Jesus' name, amen. Okay, so you guys always want to know what's going on, if anything eventful happened. Oh, what I'm drinking is water. Good old-fashioned H2O. That's what I'm drinking. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I had a bunch of orange juice already, so I'm like, I just need something. I want to be hydrated, but I don't need anything heavy to drink. Okay, so anyway, so here's what's up. So drinking water. So a few eventful things did happen for those of you that care to know. So remember codename Kids Next Door adult version, so the neighbor. So the neighbor moved a few weeks ago. The neighbor and the 11 guys that lived there with him moved a few weeks ago. Yeah. So since then, he's been blowing up my phone and leaving me messages every day. I've not responded to him in almost a month, maybe a little bit more than a month. So he decided to buy me some gifts, and he left them outside of my doorstep, and I threw them in the dumpster. Yeah, I went to the gas station and threw it right in the dumpster. Yeah, because I know some things that you guys maybe don't know. Yeah. I'm not keeping any of it. So he's just showing up, getting a little bit more aggressive. But other than that, that's what's going on. So now, channeled message. So some of you need to read up on narcissism. Some of you need to study this topic. I've already been through this, been through the whole, like, well, wait a minute, that doesn't make sense. But wait a minute, this doesn't make sense. But why would they do this, this, and this if this was the case? Oh, no. Like, why would that I have a special needs child. That's baby brother. Don't rip that. I got to finish putting all the pictures in the album. Okay. Yeah, I've got kids. Okay, so I already been through this. I'm very well versed on the whole topic. I basically in 2020 spent a good 3 months of cramming, like I'm cramming for an exam on narcissism. So I learned the ins, the outs, the ups, the downs, the lefts, the rights, all of it. So it's a very complex subject. So I'm sure that there's much more that I need to learn about it, but I pretty much got the gist. Okay, so some of you are currently right now dealing with something that you don't quite understand. You're like, but I know they care about me because we've been through this, this, and this. How can they just drop me like I'm nothing? Or they tell me they want to be with me, but then they ignore me. They don't take my calls. Or supposedly we're in love. It's a love fest. Just a moment. It's a love fest, but when I'm not with them, they cry and they beg me to be with them. But then as soon as I take them back, they act like I don't exist. What's going on? Why is it that the kinder I am to someone, the worse they treat me? Because it's the empath narcissist paradigm. Something that some of you are going to have to realize is just because you're kind to someone, that's not a guarantee that you're getting that back. Karmically, yeah. It's good for you karmically to be kind to people, but it's not good for you karmically to be kind to people that want to hurt you. There's a saying, kill them with kindness. Yeah. So if you know that there's a group of people that don't like you, you walk into that room smiling, shoulders back, and confident. Yeah, I agree, kill them with kindness that way. Don't kill them with kindness by, oh my God, you use me and abuse me? Do you need more money from my wallet? No. Don't do that. So for some of you, you're dealing with a narcissist. It's as simple as that. Well, wait, I've heard the word narcissism thrown around a lot, but what is that? Well, do you have a pen and paper or a good memory? One of the channels that you can start with for free on YouTube is Face It Trace or Trace Face It. I can't remember because her name is Tracy, so she goes by Trace. So it's Face It Trace or Trace Face It. I'm dyslexic, so sometimes I do things the opposite way. But it's type. I'm sure if you typed in either way, it would pop up. You can go to there. That's down to the nitty gritty of things. She touches on the aspect of it being a demonic thing, being almost a spiritual attack in a way when you deal with a narcissist, because it's so low vibrational and it can really affect you in a serious way. Now there's another channel, Dr. Ramani, Ramani. Dr. Ramani has been featured on TV, like those crime shows. I've seen her doing interviews. I believe on the ID Independent Discovery Channel, ID channel. I believe I've seen her do that, but she's got a YouTube channel where she breaks it down one by one, all the types of narcissism, what to expect. And then there's Dr. Grande. Dr. Grande is really good as well because he gives scenarios and he gives exact examples of this. So all three of those channels have helped me out so much. And then there's also, there's another narcissist channel. I'm sure when you guys look it up on YouTube, he's got blonde hair. And he always has it sounds like liquid pouring in a cup. But a lot of there's so many, go to whatever channel that you can identify with or relate to. That's your best bet. Sorry, something is going on outside. Okay. All right. So Now, on to the Sunday messages to carry over for the week. I hope everybody had an amazing week. I hope everybody had an amazing Thanksgiving. I hope you guys are getting all prepped for Christmas. Baby cat. All right, let's start with let's do the chakra cards. And then let's do the archetype. Oh. Yeah, they're like, yeah, you have to use the chakra cards. They like the box fell and all the cards fell out of the box. Okay, the one card that did stay in the box is insecurity. So somebody could be feeling insecure right now. Do you see this devil here? So this could also be a spiritual attack against your heart chakra to make you feel insecure. Somebody wants to cause insecurity. Be careful, baby. Okay. Sunday messages to carry over for the week for the collective. What do they need to know? What do they need to know for the collective? Balance. So yeah, some of you need to balance your heart chakra, your heart space, and there's a heart in this photo as well. And there's a heart here, discovery. Some of you are discovering that something is out of whack, out of balance. I also feel like some of you are discovering that someone or something was removed out of your life for a reason. Also with this balance card here, this is karma. The scales are being balanced right now. So just be aware of that. Dissipating, gossip and wisdom. Okay, so some of you, despondent. Okay, so what some of you need to do is some of you need to, oh no, baby, please don't do that. Some of you might be also getting distracted a lot. So I just feel like for some of you, you're very grateful in life. You know, you're proactive. Things are going well for you because you are you live in a place of gratitude. That's just where you're operating from. You have a lot of people around you gossiping about you. But see, you have the wisdom to ignore that. There was another reader on YouTube, Mommy Water Tarot. She did this really incredible video. You guys might want to check it out. Where she talks about the hawk and the crow. I've never heard that fable before, but the way that she explains it makes sense. So there was a hawk, and this hawk kept trying to peck at this. I believe it's the eagle and the crow. So the crows were. So she gave an example of the people that are sitting around talking badly about you, trying to affect you, making fun of you, trying to really get in your head, trying to knock you off balance because they're so envious and hateful of you. Those are the crows. You are the eagle. The eagle can fly so high that the crows can't breathe in that altitude. Crows cannot fly as high as eagles. Some of you are eagles, and you're seeing that these crows are way down there and they're still talking. They cannot touch you. They cannot reach you. Even if they wanted to, they can't breathe the same air that you breathe in. They can't be in the same rooms that you're welcome in. They would not be welcome. The door would be shut and they would be not allowed access. So those same people that are doing all this, you guys have the wisdom to see that they are the crows, that you guys are the eagles and they are the crows. I mean, they can all group together and gang up and talk. Oh, kind of like, well, no, the crows were actually nice there. I was going to say like Dumbo, but no, I think the crows loved Dumbo and they were trying to help Dumbo. So I don't want to give that example. But yeah, so there's a bunch of crows that are basically talking smack about you, trying to mess with you, trying to knock you off kilter. And you're like, okay, you keep minding your own business and you keep flying. So it's just saying that some of you have the wisdom to know who the crows are. Oh. That's all they can do. They gossip and gossip. If you walk by, they all get quiet. Because they're crows. Growth, wisdom and growth. You've grown too tall. They can't reach you. And you guys, So it's one thing when that happens, but it's quite another level when you realize it yourself. So I feel like some of you, you've realized it in your heart space, what's really going on. You're like, those people over there they could affect me a year ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 6 months ago. I was letting them affect me. Yeah. So some of you have realized that it's like, okay. Enlightenment. Yes. So some of you, you've elevated because of this awareness, because you're aware of this simple fact. Now you're untouchable. The only person you answer to is God and spirit. Those are the only people, you, God and spirit are the only people that can affect you. That's who's running things around here. God, spirit, and yourself. That's who runs stuff around here. That's who makes things move. The crows don't make anything move. They can't even make moves for themselves. How dare they criticize you? And then miracle. Due to now you having this level of enlightenment, a miracle can now happen. Okay, so forgiveness. So rejection in the reverse. Rejection was God's protection, and then you got abundance and despondence at the bottom. Okay, so before I lose this train of thought. No, please don't do that. So before I lose this train of thought, and then I'll go back to this. Oh no, did I lose it? Oh, I forgot. It was something kind of important. Oh, I remember. So some of you might be like, well, Jamie, I'm not doing so well right now. My money's not good. Yeah, I don't have this and I don't have that. And, I'm lacking and I just don't have the things that, I don't think there's anybody out there. Maybe what everybody is saying about me is true. Maybe, maybe I'm not anything. There's many reasons why these things happen. A, could be karma. B, to strip you of everything, an ego death, so that it's just you and God and not things, not material, not greed. B, unfortunately, that's just your circumstances and the choices that you've made. But one thing's for sure, if you're already at the bottom, you can only go up. So I've been kicked when I was down. There were times where, and this is a true story, and I say these things because some people are new to my channel. They're like, oh, Jamie Zebra 23's never suffered a day in her life. She's always had things handed to her on a silver. No. Mm-mm. Even in my adulthood, I remember back when I just had my one child, I had no money. I could not even afford a cup of coffee. I had a friend that worked at the Super 8 motel, and there were these, I believe it's like Nesquik or something like that, these little tubes of coffee, these free things that they put in the rooms. She knew I loved coffee and she knew I couldn't afford it. So what she would do is she would take a whole bunch, I won't say what Super 8, and she would take those little coffee sticks for me, the little powdered coffee, the instant coffee, and she would grab a whole bunch and she'd put it in like a Walmart bag, and I would go pick it up. I would pull my car and she'd come and give it to me. Then I really loved those little miniature creamers that I use now that they have at the gas stations. I had another girl that would give me the little tiny free creamers so that I could put it in my instant coffee. And that made my day. And that meant everything to me. Oh, I don't want to get emotional. I know it's just coffee, you guys, but see, I had nothing and I was still so appreciative of something so small. And I was definitely able to pay it forward to both of them in a big, big way over the years. I've been able to really come through for them. And sometimes when you give somebody a little, you end up getting a lot in return. And of course, that's not why we give. We don't give to receive. But see, I had nothing. I had a broken down car that was on its last leg and a handicapped kid in the back seat. I had nothing. And these people went out of their way to help me. And then I had other people who went out of their way to hurt me. And those people that went out of their way to hurt me, some of them have passed away, unfortunately. Since then, some of them, well, all of them are doing very, very badly. And is that because I'm just almighty and powerful? No, it's because when you kick people when they're down, that's what happens to you. That's a guarantee. So just the reason why I've mentioned this is because maybe some of you, you're at the mercy of someone giving you free coffee. Free instant coffee and some creamers. That might be your story. But you know what? That was then and this is now. This might be your reality now, but does that mean it's not going to change? Of course it's going to change for the better. And usually the more haters that you have and the more people trying to tear you down, that just means that you are about to reach a level of greatness that you can't even imagine for yourself. So please, oh please, the same people that didn't deal with you, the same people that kicked you when you were down, that rejection was God's protection. That was not rejection. That was protection. Trust and believe. So yeah, you guys see me sitting up here and you guys think, wow, she doesn't have a care in the world. Oh my goodness. Wow, she's just, she can't relate. She can't relate to hardships. Trust me, my whole childhood and most of my adult life up until about 6 years ago was hardship. So trust and believe. So just, yeah. So if you are facing something, it may be to strip away everything because you're about to be given everything. And they want you to be humble through that process. So just, yeah. So if some of you, yeah, you're about to make it in a big way. So just those little things, I could have said, I'm sick of this free instant coffee. I can't believe this. I'm so embarrassed that this person's giving me. I'm just going to say no because I'm just so embarrassed. I could have done that. I could have let my ego get in the way, but instead I chose to accept. And that was my happiness. That coffee got me through one of the hardest 6 months of my life. That free coffee. Free coffee. Who would have thought free coffee would have been my saving grace, but it was. Okay, let's see. For the collective. Sunday messages to carry over for the week. What else? Oh, I love it. Hand of Cards, Lightning. I like you. Hand of Cards, take a chance, risk, being strategic, options, not showing hand, and gambling. So for some of you, you might be taking a risk as far as maybe you're married and you might be stepping outside your marriage. Maybe for some of you, you might be dating somebody outside of your race or religion to where maybe if others found out what you were doing, you could lose a lot. So you're gambling. Some of you are gambling, whether you're gambling with your marriage, whether you're gambling with, maybe you're a black family and they don't want you to be with anybody who's not black. Maybe you're a white family and they don't want you to be with anybody who's not white. Maybe you're a Hispanic family and your family members would not accept you being with somebody who's not Hispanic. So some of you could be taking a risk there. Also, some of you could be taking a risk as far as maybe dating somebody at work. Maybe if people found out, this could jeopardize your job. But somebody here is taking some sort of a gamble or a risk. And then we have Lightning. Sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphany, upheaval, and transformation. Whatever this tower moment is, this tower moment will, it'll transform you. So whether this is a good transformation or not, everybody's story is going to be different. But whatever this is, might be shocking to hear. It could be simply a change of plans. Hey, baby, let mommy do this. Be a good boy. Yeah. And then we have I like you. Someone likes you. Romance is blooming. Fun flirting, wants to date. So there is someone who currently has their eye on you. Somebody thinks about you, has a crush on you, is interested in you. Oh. Somebody likes you. Okay. As I mentioned before, I have a special needs adult child. And sometimes he does some things that are kind of interesting. So I'm going to try to continue on. And no, I will not be beating him. I've had many people over the years that I've been on YouTube. They're like, yeah, just beat him. I'm not beating my handicapped child. See, this is, and I don't want to offend anybody or make anybody be like, damn, Jamie, that's harsh. You know, sometimes certain children go to the right parents because not everybody can deal with what I deal with. And maybe they would beat them. Maybe they would. So just, yeah. So for some of you, especially the ones that are saying, you know, beat handicapped children, they shouldn't be around children. Let's pray that they don't have children of their own. All right. Archetype cards for the collective. Sunday messages to carry over for the week. Oh, baby cat. To carry over for the week. This one. Scribe. Light attribute. Preserving knowledge and information. So yeah, so for some of you, you write. Some of you journal. Some of you repeat information to help others. Is that your baby, Joey? Companion and vampire. Interesting. Oh. Okay, so I'm just going to read it this way, and then I'm going to read the light attributes. I feel like for some of you, somebody is an energy vampire. They want to demand that you mentor them, that you give them all your knowledge. You like, since you know it, you got to tell me. Since you have it, you need to give me your time and attention. I said I want to know more about this topic, so you need to drop everything that you're doing and give me the knowledge that I want. You know, I don't want to have to search for it. I just want it freely. You know, just give it to me so that I can just regurgitate everything that you say and do. Yeah, let me just do it freely. Here, baby. You know, let me just use you for your knowledge. I don't want to do any of the footwork. I don't want to learn anything on my own. You just tell me everything that I need to know for free. Who cares about your time? Who cares? You know, I want this now. I want to know right now, and you better tell me. Mentor me. I said so. So yeah, so somebody here wants you to be their knight in shining armor, and they're pretending to be a damsel. So just be careful. Over the years, I've had this happen a lot. I'll have people be like, hey, Jamie, I want to do what you do. So what time are you calling me? Here's my phone number. Excuse me, who are you? Just some random person so I'm supposed to cancel all my personal readings, all the activities I have with my children, because some random person on the internet decided today that they know nothing about any of these subjects, but have decided now that they want to start a channel, and I need to drop everything that I'm doing so that they can. Yeah. So whether you have a YouTube channel, whether this is about spirituality, whatever this is, you have an energy vampire that wants you to drop everything that you're doing and succumb to them. Give them what they want. So this could be in the form of a lover contacting you at 5 o'clock in the morning saying, hey, I'm going to be at your house in 5 minutes. We don't have plans for that, and I'm still sleeping, and no. Yeah, so somebody's expecting for you to like, I'm ready now. Call me now. You know, meet me over here in 5 minutes. Wait a minute. I'm picking up my kids from school. I can't do that. Like there's somebody that's really trying to, oh, please don't knock this down. Oh, thank you, Juan. Thank you. Yeah, there's somebody that's really, really trying to overstep boundaries. So companion, loyalty, tenacity, unselfishness, vampire, makes you aware that someone or something is draining your life force. Mentor, passing on wisdom and refining students' character. Knight, loyalty, romance, chivalry, love and honor. And then we have damsel. And then thief is at the bottom. Damsel, light attributes. Understanding the nature of a healthy romance inspires you to rely on yourself. And then we have thief. Sheds light on the potential wealth within you that can never be stolen. Yeah, somebody wishes to rob you and bankrupt you of your energy so that you can't thrive. So just be aware of that right now. Yeah, somebody's trying to bankrupt you of any kind of energy that you have so that you cannot be creative and you can't do the things that you need to do. No, please don't knock that down. So there's two things going on right now. I've got a baby kitten that's rambunctious and jumping around and knocking things over. And then I have my special needs 22-year-old right on the floor right next to me, like lining up things and knocking them down, like kind of like a bowling pin, like a bowling ball, knocking down bowling pins. That's what so if you guys hear a lot of that noise, that's what's going on. Everything's okay. It's pretty much ornaments. That's a box. It's for Christmas. Yes, it's a Christmas box. Yay. What's in there? Put this in there. Put that in there. Do you want to put this in the box? And then you can say surprise. Telling him to put this in a little box. Surprise. What's in the box? What's in there? Okay, so let's move on to the Kipper deck. Actually, let's move on to the Jesus deck and then we'll do Kipper. Sunday messages to carry over for the week. For the collective. Ask and it shall be given to you. Matthew chapter 7, verse 7. So some of you need to just simply ask outright to God and the angels what you need. Ask and it shall be given to you. Pray always. Luke chapter 21, verse 36. If you're happy, if you're sad, if you got everything that you want, if you're content, you still pray. Still talk to God, still have a relationship. I know I say this to you guys often, and I give you guys the same example. Talk to God, Jesus, and the angels and your spiritual crew as if they are a friend. If you only contact your friend when you need help, is that a friendship? No. But if you contact them through good times, bad times, your celebrations, your setbacks, that's a friend. That's someone you're close to. So pray always, even if there's really nothing you need. How about you just say thank you? And then we got this, I think, for the past 3 weeks. If you have faith as a grain of a mustard seed, you shall say unto this mountain, remove hence to yonder place, and it shall remove. Matthew chapter 17, 20. Faith can move mountains. I know all of us have heard that saying our whole lives, but it's true. If you have just a little bit of faith, miracles can happen. And I've already told you guys, I've had literally in front of my face, and others have witnessed it. They're like, how did that happen? You weren't supposed to receive that. Why did they let you have that? Why did that go through? How did you do that? Why are they doing this for you? I've never seen them do this for anyone. Wait a minute, I thought your bills were this. How did they get to be this? Yeah. I've had some very strange, beautiful, wondrous things happen. And there's no other way to explain it but God and the Holy Spirit. There's no other way. And then the same thing with my enemies. They get karma instantly. It's not even really years later. They after somebody's done something to me, even if I didn't even know, they'll contact me out of the blue and be like, Tammy, I'm really sorry for what I did. I wasn't in my right mind. I was talking crap about you again. And, now all these bad things are happening to me. If you're doing this to me, can you please stop? And it's not me. It's my spiritual crew. My ancestors are hardcore. They're very protective. So I don't have to do anything to you guys. My God and the angels and the spiritual crew will do it. I don't have to do anything. All I have to do is just take care of my kids and live a good life. That's all I got to do. And spread the word. That's it. I don't have to do anything to anyone. All right, Sunday messages to carry over for the week for the collective. What do they need to know right now? Little Red Riding Hood. I am not a victim. And then we have Dragonling Garden. So at least that's 2 cards that we don't typically get. Let's see what else. Butterflies in gloom. After sadness, happiness and hope returns. Okay, so that's good. We're getting some different cards than we usually get. Loyal guardian, a magical protector is there for you. Dragonfly mermaid, you've attracted wonderful news. Okay, so let's do this. Little Red Riding Hood, I am not a victim. All right. Once you were mistreated, it is true. Once you retreated, that is also true. No more. Now you are strong and you are not the sum total of a bad experience. Thank the gift the hunter has given you. It is now time to mend fences and borderlines. Take a self-defense class and be sure the entry points to your home are strong and secure on an energetic level. Take responsibility. Do not allow people re-entry once they violated a sacred threshold. You are the person who must maintain, protect, secure, and readjust your boundaries. No other is responsible. Take a stand because it is now time to be firm and decisive. No backing down. Someone stands with you. You do not face this alone. Okay, so I'm going to tell you right now. So they said to secure your home, mend your fences, your borders, and secure your home on a spiritual level. For some of you, yes, it's a spiritual level, but I'm picking up it might literally be a physical level. Make sure if you have cameras that they are working. Make sure that if you have a tendency to, oops, I forgot to lock my door again. No more, oops, I forgot to lock my door again. Make sure it's locked. Yeah. Windows, make sure that they're shut and locked. Make sure that you're securing things. Make sure that your cars are locked. Anything that belongs to you, if you have somebody that's been making threats to you recently, or you know somebody's about to lose their mind or snap, you need to secure everything. Same thing spiritually. Do a floor wash, clean your floors. You know, simply cleaning your house can remove negative energy. Simply by tidying up your home, that can clean things. Cleaning off your kitchen counters, your tables, that can simply doing that can create positive energy flow again. So there's something that you guys need to do to clean up and cleanse your areas. Now we have Dragon Lane Garden. A new world is born. Okay. You claimed your place in this world, reborn and tender, yet strong and honorable. As you represent the possibilities of humanity and have learned the shapeshifter's lessons, you have understood that while you're reborn, so too is the very world. You must now shift the focus from the self alone into the we, thee, us, the bond between you and all. You will not lose yourself again as once you thought you would. Know now the world's future has changed. The time you have been waiting for is now, and you must choose something bigger than oneself. You must choose something transcendent to walk with. You must shift the focus from the old self, for that self has fallen away and died. You are here anew. If you shift the focus from old self and the 1,000 petty worries and complaints that you can conjure, you will be of service. You will do kind things. You will be cared for. There is no further need to worry. Only live well in kindness, serving something greater. When you've chosen to do this, something truly miraculous will take place. The people and the beings of the old world will fade away, and in your new world will be happiness, bliss, and enthralling contentment. Now we are free. So back to the crow and the eagle. If you were to hang around those crows, you would be like those crows. You've elevated. The crows are down there, you're up here. You need to look around for other eagles like yourself. Kind, thoughtful, compassionate givers, so that you can now receive and you can also give. So it'll be a balance of giving and receiving. Those crows just wanted to take. And if they couldn't use somebody, they would get very angry and malicious and launch attacks. Yeah. So for some of you, that old you that used to hang around those crows, you're up here now. Though you have to let that go. Well, I mean, I kind of miss the group. I kind of miss, being a part of something. Do you? Do you miss, why not be a part of somebody who's like-minded instead of you kind of in the background of the drama and the chaos all the time? Yeah. You don't need them. There's something better for you. So kind of let that fall away and elevate and look around you. Look at all the other eagles that are on your level. If you have somebody that's on your level, you don't have to worry about that. Kind of like a financial thing. Like if you hang around, if your finances are very good and you hang around only broke people, they're all going to be looking at you with animosity. They are. Does that mean that every person who's broke looks at other people with animosity? No. But if you're hanging around a group of people that have nothing and you have everything that you want and more, they're going to expect for you to see their bare table and be like, well, here, provide. Here, take this. Here. Well, I've got all this over here. Let me give it all to you guys. Divvy it up. And when you don't do that, they're going to get very hostile. Resentment, sending you the evil eye, negative energy. The evil eye can be sent without people even knowing it, just by somebody envying what you have. Okay, so now we have loyal guardian, a magical protector is there for you. 33. Okay. You will have with you and energetically at this time a very protective guardian. There may be some new people or situations in your life that make you feel threatened, uncertain, and uncomfortable. This weariness has been noted, and this shapeshifter in the form of a large, devoted, and very powerful companion will be at your side, sniffing out danger, sounding an alarm at any threat, even readying for a fight should it come to that. If there's been a bully or behavior that has intimidated you, you have someone on your side who will not let you down, who will not let you face this alone. So some of you need to really consider this. So now we've got two cards talking about protection and you being aware of what's going on around you and telling you to A, protect yourself, and B, that you have an energetic protector. So as I mentioned to you guys before, these cards are this deck right here is very accurate. I've never one time ever pulled some cards out of here and it didn't happen to me within a day or two. I've noticed about 2-3 days that whatever these cards say, even if I'm like, what are they talking about? That's not going on. Like, I don't know, what the hell? And then I'll kind of get an attitude and then spirit will give me a spiritual spanking and they'll be like, see, we fucking told you. You're welcome. Yeah. So for whoever this is for, if this is not your story this minute, in the next couple of days it will be. And then we have butterflies in gloom. After sadness, happiness, hope returns. 22. Yeah, these cards, everything that they say happens. Everything. All the cards do, but with these cards specifically, these specific messages, they happen. Okay. You have begun to get used to things being gloomy, dark. You have begun to take on a pessimistic mindset. So now it is time to make a change. And the butterflies in gloom are cutting through the fog, self-pity, showing you a way out of the darkest place. Darkness has been a resting place, a place of solace. But the butterflies indicate that it is time to cut through the fear of being seen, move into the light, and go out. Be public, even social for a time. You will always have this safe place to return to. But for now, the butterfly beckons you into the sun. It is time to do things that send the universe the powerful message that you're embracing hope. For hope has come to find you, and you cannot deny her sweet presence in your life, no matter how sad you felt. It is time to come out and play for a while. And then side note, today is not yesterday. We ourselves change. How can our works and thoughts, if they are always to be the fittest, continue to always be the same? Change indeed is painful, yet very needful. And if a memory has its force and worth, also has hope. Thomas Carlyle. Okay, so now the last one is Dragonfly Mermaid. You've attracted wonderful news. So basically the gist of this is some shit's about to pop off. I don't know if some of you are going to have a home invasion. I don't know if some of you are going to be followed home. I don't know if some of you have a psycho ex that's about to pounce. But what they're saying is they've alerted you, and whatever this person's plan is, they won't be able to carry it out. They may come to your door. So make sure that you have the phone ready to call 911. Make sure you have a place to lock yourself in. It'll be harder for them to get in if the windows aren't open, right? It'll be harder for them to get in if the doors are locked, right? It'll make them a little bit more nervous if the cameras are working, right? If the alarm system is on, right? Yeah. If your windows and blinds aren't wide open, it'll be harder for them to see what room you're in, right? So let's make it harder for them, right? And let's pray and let's be diligent. This kind of reminds me of something I just saw on YouTube. Maybe some of you saw this too. The Ring camera caught it all on tape. So this girl, this black lady, she was going out to walk her dog. And when I say race, you guys are like, why do you always say race? Like Chinese person, this person. Because I feel like it paints the picture of the story that I'm telling. Because I don't know. For me, I'd want to, like, those are details that my mind would register with. An old person, a young, like, that would, when you tell a story, I feel like that's important. But I don't know. Maybe some people don't, but I do. So anyway, so this black lady, she looked about in her late 20s. She went to go walk her dog, like outside of her house. She had a small dog on a leash. So she noticed a man was looking at her and that there was a man around, but she, what do you do? You call 911 because somebody's looking at you? You don't, right? It's like, he's looking at her. So she goes in to her house and she immediately locks her door, not thinking anything about the guy, instinctually. Within seconds of her shutting that door and locking it, the guy was out back on her porch and trying to open her door. He had gloves and zip ties with him, and it was all caught on her Ring cam. Like, if she literally waited 2 more seconds to lock her door, he would have been in the house, and, maybe we would be hearing that she passed away, that she wasn't here anymore. Lock your doors, please. This is not to make anybody afraid, but make you guys put your thinking caps on. Lock your doors. Does this mean that any of this is going to happen to you? No. But lock your doors so it'll never happen to you, right? Lock your doors. I was watching a documentary, and I can't remember what criminal said this, but I heard it on so many different documentaries. That this is how many of them would choose their victim. They would just walk along and they would just turn doorknobs. And whatever doors or windows were open, that's the house that they chose. So just keep that in mind. Some criminals are a little bit more organized. Some criminals are a little bit more meticulous. They know they have a type of victim, but other criminals, they don't really care. So they're just looking for the easiest access that they can find. A window that's open, a door that's unlocked. That's what they look for. So, again, this is not to fearmonger, but just to get the point across. Maybe, I'm sorry, I don't know. I don't have anything sharp over here. Okay, so now we're going to move on to 19 mermaid, dragonfly mermaid. Ow, baby cat, ouch. Stop climbing me. Okay, dragonfly mermaid. Oh my my God, baby cat, stop climbing me. Divination. There will be a bright piece of beautiful luck, shining and golden and full of vibrancy. It will offer you energy, confirmation, validation, and it is a blessing from the universe. It is not a reward for your changes, but know that it is utterly connected to the strivings you've made to drop judgment, ego, and other harmful feelings and habits. As a result to you, you too are glowing with beauty. Expect more and more beauty to find you now. There will be fresh challenges along the way, but magic is all around you, and your auric field and life force themselves are highly attracted to wonderful events, people, and possibilities right now. Stay on course. All is working out beautifully. Changing the clothes and the colors you wear, including pleasing sacred objects in your environment, will change your energy and attract more of the same. So some of you have very good news headed your way. So now let's move on to the tarot cards. Just quick, because some people don't really listen, or they'll only half listen, or they'll miss some things. So when I mentioned the story about the coffee, that's not my story now. Things that are very different for me in a positive way. I'm not the type of person to brag. None of you have ever heard me say I'm the greatest anything. I don't brag. I don't believe in it. I didn't grow up growing up, I was taught, just try to blend in and be like everybody else. There's nothing special, and not in a bad, nobody be like, oh, that's so sad. It's not, no. I'm just not that type of person to be a bragger. I don't brag, but just understand that my circumstances are very different now from then. Very different now. So nobody pity me, nobody do anything. God has blessed me so much and continues to bless me every single day. So just don't worry about me. I'm good. That was then. This is now. I'm telling you guys about a past situation. Remember, I have a toddler. So this is back when I only had one child. And my one child was around the age of my toddler now. My 22-year-old was a toddler. So this was a very long time ago. So this isn't now. Yeah. Okay. So now let's move on to the tarot cards. For the collective, Sunday messages to carry over for the week. What do they need to know? Sunday messages to carry over for the week. For the collective. Any kind of darkness is about to be put to rest. Any kind of negative energy or darkness is definitely being put to rest, retired, put away. Anyone that was trying to harm you, send you any negative energy, they're either being put away, stopped, blocked, or laid to rest. That's the past. The current is the Three of Cups and the Lovers. You guys are in good health, good self-esteem, celebrating. You got three different positive things that are happening for you right now. You've got very good news, birth announcements, wedding announcements, engagements. Some of you are about to run across the love of your life. You guys have beautiful things happening. You guys maybe went from a health issue to beautiful health. Six of Pentacles. Gifts are being given to you. Money's being given to you. Options are being given to you. You have opportunities for change. Okay, so now we're going to go into a little bit of the delusional stuff. Somebody needs money from you so they can put a down payment on a house, or they can put they need a money for rent, a security deposit, first month's, last month's rent, current month's rent. They need something like that from you. Ouch. They expect for you to pay their way. Oh, baby cat, stop scratching me. Yep, the Seven of Swords. Don't get used. Then we got the Ten of Cups. Could be family members that are trying to well, I know you got it, so give it to me. Yeah, it's a family member that's going to be asking you. Ten of Swords and the Fool. They're going to come to you with a sob story. I'm going to say some stuff, and I don't want, this is not for anybody to feel, please, nobody feel bad for me. Like, this is not why I'm telling you guys this. I'm just giving you an example. So, for example, my mom only reaches out to me or has other people reach out to me when she wants money. Never, how are you doing? I know you have a handicapped child and a lot on your plate. How are things going? The day that he was diagnosed with his disability when he was 2 years old, my mom was like, oh, well, that sucks. I want a bottle of liquor. Can you come over here and can you bring me money? Wait, what? Oh, at 4 years old, he had a seizure. That's when he was diagnosed with the epilepsy. Like in the middle of the seizure, she's like, hey, I need cigarettes right now. Hey, I need to go. I have to get cigarettes. So is that your purse over there? I'll just take the money out of your purse. Okay. I broke my leg. Could not walk. She came in and took my TV and pawned it so that she could get liquor and cigarettes. Yesterday, she had my sister-in-law contact me. I was like, listen, today's not a good day. Just let her know I don't have any money, because I know that's the only reason why she's contacting me. I don't have any money. There's no money for her. She goes, okay, I'll let her know. Then today, your mom wants to talk to you. If it's about money, tell her I don't have any money. Okay, I'll tell her. No, it's not. Oh, no, Jamie, it's not about money. I just want to see how you're doing. None of that. It's only for money. And please, again, you guys, you can't miss what you never had. If that's been your whole life's experience, you don't miss what you don't have. It would be one thing if my whole life she was kind to me and thoughtful and, hey, how are you doing? Is there something I can do for you? And then all of a sudden she turned into just her hand out. That would be devastating. But you can't miss what you never had. If you've never had a steak, you can't be crying that you miss the taste of a steak. You never tasted it, right? So this looks to me like that kind of a thing. So there could be somebody that's contacting you, not, hey, how you been doing? Not even somebody that you're close to. Not somebody who's even been kind to you is about to reach out to you with their hand out, but they're going to ask you for a lot. She's just asking for liquor and cigarettes and stuff like that. This person, I feel like they want thousands of dollars. And for those of you out there that say, wait a minute, Jamie, I thought you said your mom was a Jehovah's Witness. She is. And that's all I'll say about that. She is. But anyway, back to the collective. For the collective, Sunday messages to carry over for the week. The Knight of Cups and the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, literally somebody's like, yeah, fine, if you don't give me the money, then I'm just going to be on the streets. Just give it to me or I'm going to be on the... I can't believe this. You're so selfish. So it's going to be like that. Yeah, it could be a Sagittarius or Aries man or a woman that's going to be doing this. Could be a Pisces, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. Big emphasis on Sagittarius, big emphasis on Gemini. They don't want to work. They're not going to work. This person does nothing to help themselves. They just beg other people. Yeah, somebody's about to really have their hand out. Okay, now I also see that for some of you, somebody has a love offer for you that you don't want. It's nothing that you want. You don't want to work on things. You don't want anything to do with this person. You know what they're capable of. You know what they've already done. So you're just simply not interested. All right, guys, if you're interested in products or services, you can check out the description box. I offer same-day readings and a $10 one question, one answer via email only. I also have 2 other channels, Missing in Action Tarot and Jamie Zebra 23 Tarot. If you guys want to go over there and like, share, subscribe, and comment, that would be super duper lovely. Also, reading specials are $25. They're done in 3 to 5 days after purchase. Hi, Juan. I've got 2 other channels, Missing in Action Tarot and Jamie Zebra 23 Tarot. If you guys want to go over there, like, share, subscribe, and comment, that would be super duper lovely. Also, I'm available 365 days a year, 7 days a week. That includes Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all holidays, every day. Yep. JamieZebra23.com. To talk for now. Love you long time.